You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Yo, today we are going to be covering over a Celebrations opening on PTCGO. So I was generously donated some packs by some members of our community, and the Shuffle Squad definitely hooked me up. Atlas Collectibles definitely hooked me up. So shout out to everyone who got me some codes. I had no way to get any codes, and now I'm able to cover content for our Pokemon community. I'm beyond hyped to just kind of open up some packs casually. I'm going to open about 100 to save some for trading, so I'll leave myself with 100 just in case I want to get those gold Mews or anything else like that. But it should just be a fun little opening today. If you like this video or if you like my channel, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you love Pokemon Celebrations, give this video a thumbs up. It really does help boost the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would really help me grow. We're trying to get to 6,500 next, so we are so close to getting there. Let's get it. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite card from Celebrations is. I actually don't know what the opening is going to look like on PTCGO, or even if the classic cards are included, so I'm really hyped to see what we could pull and maybe get some of that childhood nostalgia. That being said, let's crack open some packs. So starting off, we have 211 packs, which is sick. I think that's probably going to be enough because the set is comprised of 25 regular cards, 25 classic cards, I guess. I don't know if the classic cards are on PTCGO. I assume they will be, and I don't think they're playable in any capacity. But again, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they're playable like in a standard capacity. Maybe you could play around with some unlimited or something like that on PTCGO. Again, not sure. So we're going to open up until we have about 100 left, unless of course we pull 4 of everything that we want from the sets. So let's start cracking. And I'll explain some of the cards that we have, otherwise it's just going to turn into kind of an opening vid. There's not going to be too many cards, so we're probably going to see a bunch of duplicates. Okay, cool. So we have Reshiram. Reshiram is pretty cool, in the same way that, like, you could do 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. I don't necessarily think it's, like, great. I don't necessarily think it's bad. I think it's just, like, average. So an average Fire-type attacker, it's like, okay, I'm fine with getting this one locked. We pulled a Yveltal. I think Yveltal is actually really cool. Discard up to 3 special energy cards from your opponent's Pokemon, and then doing 100 damage. Like, I think Cry of Destruction could be really cool in a deck out of nowhere, discarding a bunch of Rapid Strike, Single Strike, stuff like that. So Yveltal seems like it could be really good to me. Okay, so we are going to have some classic cards. This card is not available for play as far as I'm concerned. So I do like the Imposter Professor Oak. I think it's a pretty cool card. I never got a chance to really play with this one, but as a trainer card, your opponent shuffling their hand to their deck and drawing 7 cards could be a cool way to deck them out. Okay. And we got a Zacian V from Celebration, so that's sick. I actually have plans to build a Shadow Rider deck with this one, so I'm really hyped to see exactly like what I can play around with. That's because Roar of the Sword allows you to attach a Psychic Energy from to search your deck and just attach it, so it gives you kind of a quick bonus ability. I think Storm Slash is also like relatively okay, and it's also weak to metals, so it's different than just being weak to dark. So I like the Zacian V. I think it's a cool addition into the deck. So we're going to crack open some more, see what other cool cards we might be able to unfold. Another Reshi. Palkia. I think Palkia's, its absolute space ability is cool. You can just, your opponent can't play any stadium cards from their hand. Might be good to stop Path to the Peak. Where are we going to get? Cosmoeum. So one of the very few evolutions, and we pulled a Zamazenta V. So these are some cool things as well. I think Zamazenta V could be good in a fighting type deck if there's VMAXs that we want to kind of dodge a hit from. Again, it's cool to see these Pokemon that are regularly metal type be just a different type. So this is going to be our last locked pack. We can't trade any of these. So hopefully we got some solid pulls. Groudon, discarding the top 5 cards of your deck and doing 80 for each energy you discard this way can be cool. I mean, if you hit for the 400, because 8 times 5 is 400, I think, that could be really cool. If you don't, it's probably not going to be super great. Another Reshiram. Apparently we love pulling the Reshirams. Yo, a Venusaur. So moving energies across the board. It's really cool and weird seeing this card on PTCGO. I don't really have any cool stories to say about like some of these old cards, but because it's a little bit before my time when I was playing Pokemon competitively. But these are definitely cards that I've owned at some points, and unfortunately traded away before they were valuable. Yo, we got the Chonk Pikachu. This card's cool. I like that it has the full art effect. I don't think this is, like, I think this is a legitimate reprint of the base set one, and we don't have a Pikachu like this in our formats. So it's nice to have options if we were to ever build a Raichu deck. I think the Raichu deck from Evolving Skies, if I could find it, is actually pretty cool because you could use Big Sparking and do 50 damage to all your opponent's Pokemon at V. So those were our lock packs. We got a lot of packs to go through. So we're going to see how that turns out. Let's see what we get here. We got Kyogre. I was actually on a VC with one of my friends, Gabe Smart, and we were talking about how cool Aqua Storm could be. Similar to Groudon, if you discard from your top 5 cards of your deck, if you discarded a bunch of energies, sniping 250 is kind of not just a meme. Like, sure, Aqua Storm's kind of a meme attack, but Kyogre could be a certainly, like, for fun deck that could be, like, semi-competitive. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Apparently we just got Reshurams out the butt. So many Reshurams. And another Chonk Pikachu. So I don't know how hard it is going to be to acquire a playset of every single card. There's a Zekrom. I thought Zekrom could be cool, but you really need to play with Reshiram. Not too much synergy beyond them just being associated legendaries. Another Kyogre. Another Reshiram. Apparently we're just going to only pull those. We got Mew. Mew is arguably the most new playable card from the sets. Mysterious Tail. You get to look at the top 6 cards of your deck, grab an item card, and put it into your hands. If you build your deck around Mysterious Tail, similar how decks were playing Jirachi from Team Up before, this could be really good. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be really good, but with Scoop Up Net, Switch, Air Balloon, Mysterious Tail could be a very good ability. Let's see what else we can get going on here. What else can we pull? We want the Gold Muse because we've turned into a filthy bling player. I also really like this Professor's Research. Currently looking for the other full art Professor's Research, but we'll see what we can get here. Professor's Research allowing you to pitch your hand and draw 7. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Dialga's cool. It has Temporal Backflow, which allows you to put a card from your discard pile back into your hands. So that might have some control elements. Oh, we put the Xerneas as well. Searching your deck for 3 basic energy cards of different types and attaching to your Pokemon could be cool. Again, it's one of those things where they have to be different types, so it have to be a very specific kind of deck. See what else we got going on here. Let's rip open some more packs here, peeps. So far, nothing new. Another Mew. I mean, Mew's pretty great. I do want to get the Gold Muse, though, again for the filthy bling. Looking for the Pikachu VMAXs as well. There's the Surfing Pikachu VMAX and the Flying Pikachu VMAX. Both of those pull at my childhood heartstrings. Aeroball is really cool because this is like if this was literally Mewtwo EX years ago. Now it's just a relatively unplayable card. Lugia could be cool in the right deck, especially if there's a deck that has a lot of energies attached to them. So keep that in mind. It's certainly not bad. Mewtwo EX. I literally have won state championships with this card. Plays highly at national championships. This card is one of those cards that defined my early Pokemon playing career, and it's really cool seeing it reprinted. Yo, speaking about the Flying Pikachu VMAX, I like that it's weak to lightning and it's a lightning type Pokemon, and it has Max Balloon 160. You can prevent all the damage done by your opponent's basic Pokemon. Not necessarily super playable because your opponent's basic Pokemon can just evolve into VMAX Pokemon, and basic Pokemon are not necessarily the biggest thing in the format, but Max Balloon seems relatively powerful and it seems cool. I love the art on this, how it's flying above the Jumbo Jet and it's just gigantic Pikachu. Like, it's so fun to me. I also like that it has free retreat, so that's really cool. It's kind of like a flying Pokemon. It has a bunch of balloons. So if Air Balloon reduces retreat cost by 2, how much retreat cost did Pikachu already have? You know what I'm saying? There's like 100 balloons, right? Did it have 200 retreat cost? Lugia. Ho-Oh. I don't know if we pulled a Ho-Oh before. I might have missed it. 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Like, again, this is just like an alright card. Nothing super special. Cleffa is a game-defining card that we had from years. So shuffling your hand into your deck and drawing 7 can certainly be great. And another Professor Oak's Research. I love how the card's like half hanging out of the card. Sets like this, you just get some of the best arts available. Let's see what we can get here. Groudon, Lugia, Blastoise. I'm a huge Blastoise fan. I actually won the Canadian Nationals with Blastoise. Different Blastoise, but I'm kind of a Blastoise Squirtle stan. Usually picking the water types in the game. So being able to attach a bunch of water energies, this card's been spiritually reprinted so many times. Blastoise is just an OG kind of deck. And oops. Another Zamazenta V. I do look for a playset of pretty much every single card because you never know. So I'm looking for a playset that's awesome. Zekrom, Rockets admin, very similar to N. This card was very format defining during the Rockets era. It's just also a really cool looking card. I love how the cards had like the R printed and Rockets cards and all those kind of team cards. I remember like literally going to like my corner store and like buying these packs and cracking them open. Rockets admin, I don't know what its price is now, but it definitely was pretty expensive back in the day. Lunala is one of the cards that I want to build a deck around. I have big plans to build Orbeetle VMAX with Lunar Pain, doubling your opponent's damage counters on each of their Pokemon. Get a bunch of damage on them, and Lunar Pain for the dub. So some kind of spread control deck seems kind of fun. Let's see what else we can get from these packs. So we got our third Mew. Like, we're getting good cards. Again, for me, I'm really looking for the Professor's Research. I had the Full Art one and the Full Art Mew. So we got our playset of Mew. That's awesome. We could always like build decks. I'm also looking for the Flying Pikachu VMAX and the Surfing Pikachu VMAX because those cards are like very new to the set. Gardevoir EX is really cool. It had its own kind of status condition with Imprison markers. So stopping Poke Powers and Poke Bodies. This card would actually be sick if they could play, if we had something else like that. I wish there was more unique cards. Not to the point where you had to bring on like a bajillion different kind of status markers, but I think that Imprison markers were really cool and a unique touch to the game. Yo! We got the Professor's Research Full Art. I'm hyped. You can discard your hand and draw 7 cards. I'm currently looking for a playset of this one, so I'm just gonna continuously bling my decks out. This is my favorite art of Professor's Research, so we're gonna go ahead and try to acquire the 4 copies, whether by trading or just raw opening packs. So far we're doing pretty good at opening some of these things. That's our, I was gonna say, I thought that was our third, but I guess I was thinking of the Zamazenta, so really happy to just be pulling playsets of those. I don't know if you could pull double Vs in the sets. Luxray GL level X, I won a provincial championships undefeated, came second at a regional championships with this card, made top 8 at Canadian Nationals, and my brother won Worlds with this card. So fun fact, my brother is the 2010 Senior World Champion, so we worked on a sick deck with Luxray GL level X. It's awesome to have this card reprinted again. Oh, and I have to stop doing that. We pulled the Professor's Research, everybody. Surprise, surprise. Ho-Oh. Where are the Pikachus? I mean, I'm glad I'm getting the Lunalas and stuff like that, too. I just don't know how hard it's going to be to get some of these cards. And that's one of the things that I'm, like, slightly worried about, is, like, how hard it might be. Xerneas EX. I'm not a huge fan of this card. I guess it's nostalgic due to the X and Y kind of series. But for me, it largely wasn't super nostalgic. I mean, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but I definitely like the Yveltal EX a little bit more, but I understand why they chose some cards and not others. So there's Professor's Research. We're definitely vibing out with a few copies of those ones. Those are going to be absolutely sick for a lot of players. We're going to see what else we can get going on here. Okay, these are... I should have slowed down after Claydol. Claydol was definitely played in the Great Encounters format for as long as it was legal. I think it was 2008, 2007, 2008-ish. Cosmic Power allowing you to draw cards. Draw engines have always been good, whether you're playing a Shady Dealings Drizzile or you're playing Claydol. Pokemon like that are very good. Surfing Pikachu VMAX is actually the card that I'm really excited. I think Max Surfer is underrated. 160 and 30 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon means that you're two-shotting every single VMAX, and you could build this Pokemon up relatively quickly, has a relatively uncommon weakness. I mean, if Jolteon can make by, this Pokemon can definitely get by. And of course, you could play Pikachu with Suicune V, which has been absolutely tearing things up. So I'm hyped for this card to play around with that one. I definitely want to cover that one on the channel as soon as possible. I just love covering those. Yo! We pulled a base set Zard. Regardless of playability, this card is largely the most iconic Pokemon card available. What does it say? This card will be banned in all formats. This is due to a technical that will be addressed in an upcoming patch. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is just like iconic and super fun to have, and being able to pull up. I wish I had this card in real life. We'll see what we got there. Another Chonkachu. That's sick. Still got a lot of packs to go through. It seems like the 4-card packs just kind of explaining all these stories. And I have stories for days when it comes to these Pokemon cards. We haven't pulled a Flying Pikachu V or a Surfing Pikachu V. So those would be really cool. Also getting a Gold Mew or another Professor's Research would be great. Not that Professor's Research pack. If you're listening on me, we want the full art ones. The Gold Mew might be more difficult to get than I originally thought. Dark Gyarados is a pretty cool card. Again, not really nostalgic to me. I know it's an older card, but it just doesn't, like, it's not like my favorite card in the world. Pulling another Zacian V, so we have a lot of those. Opening Celebrations packs is kind of fun. I don't know if it's like, it's not the most competitive sets, and I know my channel heavily focuses on competitive stuff, but I will try to kind of cover as many things as I possibly can from this set that are at least viable. Another Chonkachu. I wonder if we're going to get a Mew, if it's going to be hard to get the Mew or not out of this set. Like, I just don't know if it's because I'm not pulling these. I did actually pretty well with Donphan Prime back in the day. I really liked Earthquake. Just doing 60 for 1 was very strong in reducing damage. So, just a random fact. We need to pull the other Mew. Come on, we can get there. I don't know how hard it's going to be to get the Mews online. But I would like to get a playset sooner than later. There's a Surfing Pikachu V. I mean, 150 for 3 ain't bad. It's just a pretty standard Pikachu V. There's also a few promos outside of the set, like there's the Pikachu V Union, and there's like the new Pikachu Vs that come out with some of the promos and stuff like that. So that's also something we got to consider when it comes to building decks, because Pikachu VMAX is fringe playable. What else are we going to get from here? More Professor's Research. I feel like if you want to pull Professor's Research, you could just pull a million Professor's Researches out of your packs. We've pulled a lot of those ones so far. And a lot of the Mews too. I'm not sure how hard it is going to be for players to acquire Mew, but I don't think in terms of if you're looking for anything, the set's not going to be like terribly expensive, unless of course you're looking for the clout cards. So you might have to trade a lot to get to the Professor's Research. The full art ones, you might have to trade a lot to get to a lot of things. I actually played around with this card too. Outrage back in the day was just a very good attack for a basic Pokemon before everything got so much HP. Another Chonkachu, just a bunch of them. Let's see what we can get here. I think we're at the point where we're only going to see the new classic cards. Unless, of course, we do get the gold kind of Mew, which is largely probably going to be the rarest card in the sets. I don't even know if the Celebrations codes are the ones that people want to trade, or if they're looking for Evolving Skies. That's another thing that I kind of got to figure out. Another Surfing Pikachu, so we're getting closer to the playset of those. Definitely want to get a playset of all the Vs and VMAXs, because those cards are completely brand new. And even like cards like this, I just like having a playset whenever possible. It really makes for easy deck building. One goal that I try to have as a content creator is making sure that I have access to every single card. I just try to make sure that I have it. So we're almost through with the Surfing Pikachus. Because when I build a decks, I just want to make sure that I'm able to kind of get through some stuff. Come on. Lots of the Chonkachus. I thought the Chonkachu might be a little bit more rare. Yo, another Flying Pikachu VMAX. Let's get it. I think there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be trading off their extras, because there's really not a lot of kind of pull rates when it comes to the sets. If you pull a gold Mew or something like that, I'm not sure how expensive they're going to go for, but we'll see. I wouldn't imagine them being more than 50 packs each, which is steep, but when you bling out your decks, you just kind of get used to numbers like that. Yo, here comes Team Rocket. They've reprinted this card quite a few times, so it's just kind of nostalgic. I used to watch the cartoon as a kid, so seeing Jesse, James, and Meowth is just iconic. Let's see what we get here. Still, we're not getting a lot of the full art cards, and I don't feel like we've been pulling too many V Pokemon. I could say that, and we literally just pull like a couple. I also don't know if you could pull two from the same pack. I don't know what the rules of a 4-card celebration pack are. It might be a little bit difficult for us to acquire cards sometimes out of packs like this. We're getting close to the playset of the Zamazenta Vs. So we're almost there. Another Mew. Maybe we will be able to trade some of these Mews for some other cards. Yo, a happy birthday Pikachu. That's crazy. This card is, honestly, I've always wanted to write my name on this card, and just being able to have it online is sick. I've never got a chance to play this on my birthday. I know that there's a couple of kids back at the league back in the day that tried to use birthday surprise on their birthday, but I never got a chance to go to league on my birthday. So it would have been kind of cool. I don't know, it's not like the craziest dream more and more that I think about it now. It just sounds like relatively normal. Like, oh, I did something I like to do on my birthday. But back as a kid, it just seemed like such a flex. Like, it's my birthday. This card's powerful. So we got our Zamazenta V playset. That's sick. It's crazy how these cards mean so many different things to so many different players. Like, even pulling this Pikachu might be super iconic for some players. And they're like, oh my god, that's the card that got me into the game. Or something like that. Just super cool across the board. We finally got our playset of the Lunalas as well. So I'm happy we could build a deck out of there. I wasn't really checking for the Cosmoeums. Yo, Surfing Pikachu VMAX. So far we're doing pretty good with these ones. We have the 3-2 line. I actually, like, I have the deck pre-built on PTCGO with some proxies. Just waiting for this set to drop. So I'm excited to kind of add and fill in the blanks with some of these cards. So it's just super fun. Lots of the Chonkachus. Yo, a Flying Pikachu V. That's our first one. This one has a little bit more going on than the Surfing Pikachu V. But 20, Paralyzed. Like, it has some cool attacks. Again, Free Retreat makes it relatively powerful. Like, doing 160 as a VMAX is not a bad number. That knocks out most Pokemon V. Yo, and another Flying Pikachu V. We're getting close to the playset of those. We've opened like 60 packs, so I actually would have thought that we would have opened a little bit more when it comes down to the clout. Like, the fact that we didn't get the Mew, the Gold Mew yet, and we've only have the one Professor's Research is crazy. And now we're just getting all the Flying Pikachu Vs. I actually almost played this for the Worlds where it was legal, or the last Worlds where it was legal. Nowadays, it wouldn't necessarily be as good, and Eternatus is probably just better. But that card's certainly powerful, and I wish I played Mega Ray. Another Flying Pikachu VMAX. Let's go. Woo! Zacian V. Okay, so we did get our playset there as well. So we still have about 45 packs more to rip open. I'm gonna try to hold on to some to see if I could trade for some things. See if anyone else is looking to trade for some things, because I'm not sure how to get the Mews and the Flying Pikachus, because if we don't end up getting a full playsets, then it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, right? Like, I want to make sure that we always have access to everything that we're looking for when it comes to building decks here. Another Zacian. Like, we're just kind of ripping things, crazy amount of duplicates. Like, I'm sure we probably have a bunch of Reshiram nowadays. Mew EX, this card is absolutely broken. A Worlds winning card, copying all of your opponent's Pokemon, or all of your Pokemon and your opponent's Pokemon in play. With Versatile is an amazing Pokebody. That's a sick pack. No complaints at all. Yeah, for Reshiram, like, we have 20 of them. Like, we've opened up a lot. I don't know how many celebrations is, like, the correct number. I feel like I've opened more than necessary, and we're only searching for kind of the clout cards or cards that we did not pull a ridiculous amount of duplicates. Like, the Mews, we have 12. I don't know if the Mews are, like, a pack each or a pack of playsets. I haven't tried trading on PTCGO in a minute. Even cards like this, I just want to trade those 11 copies away. We'll have to see exactly what peeps are looking to trade for them. We did get our last Flying Pikachu V. So we do have our playset there of the Flying Pikachu V. I don't know if we have the playset of the Surfing Pikachu V. Next time we pull one, if we pull another one, we should out of the next 35 packs. And see what's going on. But so far, no Mew for us. The Gold Mew. It's the same as the set Mew. So I mean, it's not really the worst, but I want to make sure that I am able to acquire it, for it is one of the gold cards that I am missing out of my collection. So I would love to trade some of these cards away afterwards. So there's our Surfing Pikachu. We actually need 2 more Surfing Pikachu VMAX. We did pull a Rocket Zapdos. I think the art on this card is amazing. I think all the Rockets cards throughout the eras are actually amazing. Just like iconic cards. Come on, I need to shriek like a little Zach. I need to get some crazy pull here. If these pulls were in real life, by the way, I'd be a little bit more ecstatic pulling some of those classic cards. But right now I'm just like, we need to try to get these. So Flying Pikachu V, I'm going to actually start marking the things for trade that I have extras of. So I always try to stay organized on PTCGO. It might be a little bit different when PTCG Live comes out. But I just want to make sure that we're kind of on track so we can trade any cards extra away that I think are playable or anything else like that. You can probably just start marking these cards now because I only need the play sets and there's really nothing else that you could do with them now. It doesn't make sense to hoard cards. Trade your cards to just have 4 of every single card. That's the goal. Pulled a few of those Rockets admins. And we're kind of rolling through these packs still. Let's see what we can get here. Trade. 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 Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Trade. Trade. So we're just pulling a lot of duplicates at this point, trying to get those last Surfing Pikachu VMAX. So I feel like, again, we have a bajillion of the Flying Pikachu V. And that's what it's going to be like when you're getting some of these sets sometimes. Like, it's going to be difficult for you to acquire some cards. Sometimes you'll just, like, go crazy and you're just missing one particular card. But I'm sure through the power of the PTCGO trading system, we'll be pretty good here. I mean, so far, lots of cool cards pulled. I don't know if we have that one marked for trade. I feel like the past few packs have been almost the exact same, right down to their DNA. Definitely want to mark that one for trade. I think people might want to get the professor's research so we can kind of trade some things there. I think we marked all those ones for trade. We're almost at the point where we have everything marked for trade as our extras. We could definitely trade some of those. Trade that. Trade that. See, then we get these packs where it's just like we have not seen any of these cards in a minute. Crazy. Cool. So we're down to like about 14 packs left. I know I have 114. I don't think it makes sense for me to open up everything. I'd like to do some more trades. I might open them off video if it's one of those things where the celebrations packs, I am honestly not sure what they're trading for online. They might be really hard to get. They might be really easy to get. I'm not sure. But I'm going to try to figure that out and just make sure that I have stuff to create content for every single person to celebrate this set release. We have 5, so we could actually trade that away. We actually have 8, so we could trade that away. I mean, those are some cool cards to trade away. I'm sure there's going to be some peeps looking for those. Yo! We got a gold Mew! The card does exist! Peeps, we can get this card. We have so many of the other Mews. Like, it literally took us 14 of the Mews before we got to a gold Mew, but we did get to a gold Mew. So we're just not getting lucky on the professor's research, but we're getting pretty close to everything else. That, I'm really happy with that one. If we could pull another one, I'd be super ecstatic. Yo, another Surfing Pikachu V. VMAX, let's go. We're so close to getting our playset there. So beyond all the like extra kind of clout cards, we haven't really got we got a playset of pretty much everything. So if you're looking for the full sets, you should be pretty good to get a full set around 100 packs. I'm not an expert when it comes to things like that, but this is literally me having about 100 packs and getting a full set with a bunch of extras. and the Mew. I think we have 2 of those. You can't really play them, so you can only really look at them, which is kind of cool. Maybe in the future at some point you could get them to trade or play. And it looks like you could only pull maybe 1 classic card per pack. I don't know if we pulled one with 2 classic cards per pack. Not entirely sure. So this is our 4th last pack. See if we can get anything else that's good out of here. 3 packs left. Can we get another research out here, please? Got another Mew. I mean, I can't complain about the Mew. I'm sure the Mew is got to be someone's favorite card. And this is going to be our last pack that we're going to be opening today. Let's give us some last pack magic. We did get the last Surfing Pikachu VMAX that we needed. I thought we were cutting it a little bit too close. But overall, we did get a playset of everything that we need from the set, except for the research and the Mews. Everything else from the normal set, we did get a playset of, which is great. So just trying to trade for the Mews and the researches in the future. But that was a fun pack opening. And that's what we got going on for our video today, peeps. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me open some packs. I know I'm not normally a pack opener or anything else like that, but I really did have a lot of fun opening the packs from this set and really seeing some of these cards come to life. So I really appreciate everyone just kind of hanging out, having this chill video. And I mean, we did pull the 2 chase cards out of the set, the super rare gold Mew and the full art Professor's Research. That being said, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite card from the set is, whether it's from the normal set or the classic set. I really appreciate it, everyone. Have a great one. Peace out. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's become a channel member. It's one of those things where I appreciate every single person who watches my videos, and I mean, that's really where it counts, but for the channel members, they've gone out of their way to financially support me, and I truly appreciate that gesture. It's one of those things when I started channel memberships up on my channel, and I just didn't know if anyone was ever going to do it, so I truly appreciate everyone taking the plunge, taking a leap of trust, and investing in me as a content creator. Truly makes a difference for me each and every month. If you haven't already thought about becoming a channel member, you might want to contribute to the channel, and I do put everything back into the channel to make it the best possible place to watch for Pokemon TCG content. Again, I truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.